help save lives by simply washing their hands. Just 20 seconds of thorough hand washing after they've coughed or sneezed or been outside can help fight against the dastardly spread of germs. Armed with only soap and water and hands, your superhero can protect you, your family, and everyone out there in America land. Amazing! Find out more at coronavirus.gov. A message from the CDC and the Ad Council.
This is Lindsey Browning, and you're listening to Crowley's Ridge Basketball on the Pioneer Digital Network.
Lizzie Roughton with the ball for the Lady Neers. She goes outside to Shamira Brown, tries to float to Lindsey Browning, but that goes out of play. It is Warrior basketball. Bacone College leading Crowley's Ridge 11-7. Here is Jayla Mcintosh. Mcintosh looks to her left side where she finds, I believe that is Slinky. No, that is Mackenzie Ackley now on for the Lady Warriors. Hester. Thought that was a double dribble, but nothing called. And it's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by the Warriors. Last touch by the Pioneers, rather. So the Warriors take control. The inbound goes and finds Jeramonte Hester. Hester up, no good. Madison Sellers takes the rebound. Sellers on the left block, outside to Woodruff. Travia Woodruff pulls up for three. No, short, but getting there to get the offensive board was Madison Sellers. She missed her shot, getting the board with Slinky. Cutting out is McIntosh. McIntosh finding Hester. Hester weaving in and up and good. 13-7. Warriors lead the Lady Pioneers. Lady Pioneers desperately need a victory to ensure a spot in the conference tournament. One of the last teams on the bubble are Crowley's Ridge, or is Crowley's Ridge. Two-pointer from Slinky is no good. Madison Sellers takes the rebound and hands it off to Lizzie Roughton, who will work the point for the Lady Pioneers. Roughton looks to her right side to Travia Woodruff to Madison Sellers. Sellers plants for three. That is short, rebounded by McIntosh. McIntosh to Hester. Hester from the left block. That's up. That's out. And rebound is fought for, and it is a rebounding violation on Jeramonte Hester. Hester, I've been calling her name quite often in this first quarter of play, and that's because she has bucketed 6 of the Warrior points, but also now has 2 fouls. Lizzie Roughton takes the inbound, passes it right back to Travia Woodruff. Woodruff crosses midcourt to her left side. Now back to Woodruff. Back to Roughton. Back to Woodruff. Playing catch here. Back to Roughton. Roughton's going to drive into the paint. Tries to get a shot up, but she is fouled, much to the chagrin of Coach Tara Cooney Baker. But it is a foul on Madison Slinky. Her first personal to send Lizzie Roughton to the free throw line. Roughton, a 59.3% shooter, is the freshman out of Donaldson. First free throw off the back iron. One more to come. It is on its way, and it is off the back iron. All 4 Lady Pioneers were in the backcourt, so it easily goes into the hands of the Warriors. Into the game now for the Warriors, Tara Blackbear. She goes to her left side. Now to Slinky. Slinky up and in. 15-7 are the Lady Warriors. Looks like our clock is having a bit of an issue. I thought that it was interesting. There it goes. So now the buzzer's going to sound and sound and sound. Still got to get the Warriors 2 points on the board. And the clock. Coach Phillips wants to go and find out what's going on. I do know that it is 15-7 in favor of the Warriors. And everything has frozen up. Right now the shot clock was showing 0. They're going to restart everything. Now the shot clock says 27. So the good old IT crowd fix. Have you tried turning it off and back on again? And that's what the Lady Pioneers did, or what our scores table did. And the Game clock says 4:24. However, it should be 15-7. And I believe Coach Cooney Baker is telling our crew that. It indeed now says it. Technology can be a friend, can be a hindrance. Still trying to get the shot clock off. They're all settled. All right, think we got everything settled. 23 seconds on the shot clock, 3:50 on the game clock, 15-7, Warrior lead. Make it 15-9 after Lindsey Browning goes and lays it in. 15-9 with the basketball, Tara Blackbear to the left side to Hester. Hester around the horn to Jayla Mcintosh. Back to Hester to the right side. Good ball movement to Ackley. Ackley off the right elbow, and that will be a foul called on Lindsey Browning. Lindsey Browning with her first foul, and so Black Bear is going to inbound. She finds Slinky. Slinky thought about pulling up for a long-range three. Instead, she'll move to her left side to McIntosh. Jayla Mcintosh, that is. To Black Bear, to Slinky, to Hester. Hester with 8 on the shot clock. Flings up a shot, no good. And Claire Bellers is fouled on the rebound attempt by Jayla Mcintosh. So a pair of twins, Jayla Mcintosh and Jayla Mcintosh. Jayla standing at 5'5", Jayla stands at 5'10". And with it being in the bonus, Claire Bellers is going to go to the line and to shoot 2. First one is no good. One more free throw to come from Claire Bellers, and it is good. 15-10 now. With the ball, Mackenzie Ackley. Ackley is going to cross midcourt. Looks to her left side and finds Jayla Mcintosh. Back to Ackley. Around the horn to Black Bear. Ackley, McIntosh, pulling up for 3. Rattles out. Rebound's going to go into the hands of McIntosh. McIntosh outside to Slinky. Slinky for 3. Good. It is 18-10. Madison Sellers from the near wing for 3. That is nowhere close, and that's going to go out of bounds. Jameria Johnson prepares to enter for the Lady Nears. 2.5 left to play in the opening quarter. To the left side is Mackenzie Ackley. Ackley drives into the lane, goes outside to Slinky. Slinky crosses to Hester on the near wing. And Hester will step on the sideline. Couple of checking in. Jayla Mcintosh will enter for the Warriors, replacing Jeramonte Hester. Madison Sellers out for the Lady Pioneers. Jameria Johnson in. Dravia Woodruff takes the inbound. Woodruff out to Roughton. Roughton plants for 3. Short. Coming in for the rebound is Jayla Mcintosh. McIntosh goes behind her back. At the top of the key, going against Claire Bellers. Goes out now. Bounce pass to Mackenzie Ackley. And a jump ball is called. Outside, the ball is going to get ripped away, and it is a Crowley's Ridge ball. No, it is Bacone basketball. Into Slinky. Slinky's shot is up, no good. Now going out to an open Mackenzie Ackley. Her three-pointer is short. Jameria Johnson has the rebound. Johnson's going to back off, finding Lindsey Browning. It is 18-10 in favor of the visiting Warriors. Out to Travia Woodruff on the far wing. Woodruff bounce pass to Browning. Browning posts up and no good. Rebounded by the Warriors. Final minute to go. And the first quarter of play. Outside to Jayla Mcintosh. Cut by Claire Bellers. Travia Woodruff heaves it down to Lindsey Browning. Up and in. And we have a foul on the floor. No, a travel. Couple of changes coming in. A lot of loose ball going around. The inbound finds Travia Woodruff. Final half minute of play in the first quarter. Travia Woodruff weaving in and out of traffic. Shot clock is turned off. Trying to get around the defender. Finally does. To Lindsey Browning. Browning up. Browning goes to the floor, but gets her shot to fall. And that will be the buzzer. That's going to end the first quarter of play as the Lady Pioneers down by 4 now. This is Crowley's Ridge basketball on the Pioneer Digital Network.
If a natural disaster comes knocking, how prepared is your family? You can't just close the door on earthquakes, floods, or hurricanes and hope they go away. That's why it's important to make a plan now. Ready.gov/plan has the tools and tips you need to prepare your family for an emergency. So if disaster shows up at your doorstep, you'll be ready. Visit ready.gov/plan and make a plan today. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Uh-oh, Brad's buds.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he's starting with the woots. And now a speech.
I just want to say that friendship is about heart and brain. Who's with me?
Good thing is, he knows when he's buzzed.
And my brain is saying, when it's time to go home, somebody call me a ride.
Love that guy.
Me too.
Know your buzzed warning signs? Call for a ride when it's time to go home. Buzz driving is drunk driving. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
This is Lizzie Roughton. You're listening to Crowley's Ridge Basketball on Pioneer Digital Network.
Now, welcome back to the second quarter of action. Lady Pioneers down to the visiting Warriors of Bacone College. I forgot to put the last 2 points on the board for Crowley's Ridge. It is 18-14. Just underway now in the second quarter. With the ball is Malia Jacobs. She goes to her left side to Tara Blackbear. Her three-pointer is short. Getting the rebound is Travia Woodruff. Woodruff finds a cutting Shamira Brown. It was out of the way. Correction, that is Nakaya Edwards. Now to Travia Woodruff. Floating up. And a foul. It's going to be called, and if that is on Jaramonte Hester, that can be big. It indeed is. Jaramonte Hester picks up her third personal foul, and it's the second quarter of play, and she is currently the one of the Warriors' leading scorers. She had 6 points. Nakaya Edwards bounce passes into Shamira Brown. Brown misses her shot. That is Jameria Johnson. I'm getting them all mixed up today. Here is Ackley. And she will lay it up and in. Edwards to the right side to find Travia Woodruff. Woodruff on the far wing. Puts it into second gear, flings up a shot. No good. She is fouled. That foul is trying to decide who the foul was on. There it goes. It's foul on Malia Jacobs, who gets whistled with her second infraction, sending Travia Woodruff to the line, shooting 2. Travia Woodruff, a 69.8% shooter from the charity stripe. First on its way and good. 20-15 now. All 4 Lady Pioneers in the backcourt, but it's not needed as Woodruff knocks down her free throw. With the ball for the Warriors, Zariah Griffin to the right side to Ackley. Ackley going to Griffin. Griffin heaves it to the top of the key. Ball movement finds Ackley. Back to Jacobs. Ackley for 3 now. No, that was McIntosh. Her three-pointer was no good. Travia Woodruff going in, lost control of the ball, takes it back, lays it up. She's fouled. And that foul's on Mackenzie Ackley. So we're a minute and a half into the second quarter of play, and Lady Warriors are 2 fouls away from putting the Lady Pioneers in bonus. Free throw up from Woodruff is good. 1 more to come for the sophomore, and it is off the back iron. Zariah Griffin with the ball. Floats it to Hester. Hester going out to find Jacobs. Jacobs crosses the floor to Griffin. Griffin plants for 3. Back iron. And Woodruff takes the rebound. And Woodruff is fouled. That foul is on Mackenzie Ackley, who picks up her second. And like that, the Warriors only have 1 foul in their pocket before the Lady Pioneers go to the line to shoot free throws. And it's a 1-possession game. Crowley's Ridge 17 to Bacone's 20. Shamira Brown plants, shoots, misses. Rebound is going to go to Travia Woodruff. Woodruff floats it up and in. 1-point game. Zariah Griffin with the basketball as her Lady Warriors now leading by 1. This is McIntosh, and she's going to throw it away. Big chance for the Lady Pioneers. As we're going to have a substitution, Madison Slinky re-enters. She will replace Jeremiah Hester. Madison Sellers inbounds to Nakaya Edwards. Edwards between the circles, lowers her head, tries to drive in, but she'll walk with it. So the ball goes back to find the Warriors. With the ball is McIntosh. She looks to her left side to Griffin. Griffin at the top of the key. Floats it down to Slinky. Slinky heaves it out. Now around the horn, Jacobs. Great ball movement by the Warriors. Finding Jacobs. Jacobs floats it down to Slinky, and Slinky to Griffin. Griffin missed the layup. Lady Pioneers with the rebound. That was Shamiria Johnson getting the board. Travia Woodruff stutter steps going up and just missed it. And Nakaya Edwards going to have a scrum for the rebound. Finally gets it is Travia Woodruff, and Woodruff's going to fling it to Shamira Brown. Brown on the far wing, plants for 3. Back iron. And the rebound is going to come down to Mackenzie Ackley of the black and red. Bounce pass to Slinky. Slinky has control underneath, up and in. 20-19, Bacone ahead of the Lady Pioneers. Travia Woodruff pulling up for 3. Front iron as Jamiria Johnson gets the rebound, tried to fling up a second chance point, did not. And Coach Cooney Baker wants to take a timeout, 30-second timeout. We will take it with her. 6 minutes and 8 seconds left in the half. Crowley's Ridge trails at 22-19. This is Crowley's Ridge basketball on the Pioneer Digital Network.
Papa, why can't we telegraph while riding a horse?
Son, there ain't no one to blame but Jeffro. He was riding old Betsy the Stallion, tip-tapping away at his telegraph, when blam, ran right into the side of the saloon.
Well, if Jeffro can't do it, neither should you. Don't text and drive.
visit stoptextsstopwrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
I think it's just vapor.
This is Nakaya Edwards. You listen to Crowley's Ridge Basketball on the Pioneer Digital Network.
Jayla Mcintosh takes the inbound for the Warriors. She goes to the left side to Ackley. Ackley back to McIntosh at the top of the key. She floats it to Slinky at the free throw line. Slinky outlets now to the top of the key. Back to Jacobs. Left side of McIntosh. Head fakes the three. Takes 2 steps forward. Jumper good. 24-19. Nearing the midway point of the second quarter. Nakaya Edwards stands between the circles. Lady Pioneers were down to make it a 1-point game, 20-19. The Warriors have scored 4 unanswered. Nakaya Edwards weaves in and out, missed her shot. The rebound comes down to the Warriors. Edwards on a mission to try and get that rebound, but Madison Sellers will commit the foul. McIntosh working the point, picks up her dribble, bounce pass to find Black Bear. Going outside to Jacobs. Jacobs cuts underneath to Slinky. Shot no good. Jamelia Johnson with the board. Nakaya Edwards going by herself into the paint. Euro steps, buckets. Nakaya Edwards doing it all by herself, making it 24-21. 5 minutes to go in the first half. Lindsey Browning readying to re-enter for the Lady Nears. McIntosh cuts down to find, that is Ackley. Outside three-pointer, no good. Rebounded by Johnson. Travia Woodruff outside to Shamira Brown for 3. Just short, almost tied the game up, but she gets her own rebound. Here's Nakaya Edwards from the near wing. Edwards goes out to Travia Woodruff. Woodruff drives inside, puts up a shot. She is fouled. Travia Woodruff's going to go to the line to shoot 2. Lizzie Roughton and Lindsey Browning re-enter. Madison Slinky getting her second personal. So Travia Woodruff with 2 free throws. First one is good. 24-22. With 1 more to come. On its way. Good. 1-point game. Lady Nears down 24-23. Jayla Mcintosh finds Malia Jacobs. Down low to Slinky. Slinky flings up a shot from her right pocket. That's no good. Here's Madison Sellers and the Lady Pioneers. Storming down the floor. Lizzie Roughton goes to Travia Woodruff. Woodruff drives in. Shot is up. Missed the shot. And Slinky takes the rebound, but is stolen by Travia Woodruff. There's Woodruff to Nakaya Edwards on the near wing. Edwards going to move to her right side. Now to Travia Woodruff, who's going to reset the play. Madison Sellers off the right elbow. Good. And Lady Pioneers take a 25-24 lead. Their first lead of the contest. Tara Blackbear to Slinky. Slinky had that stripped out by Lizzie Roughton. And Lady Pioneers have momentum. Lizzie Roughton to her right side to find Travia Woodruff. Woodruff flings it down to Madison Sellers. Pop shot, good. 27-24. I'll say it took a while. I could see Coach Tooney Baker trying to call for timeout on the floor. And finally getting the timeout called, and she does get it. It'll be a 60-second timeout as the Lady Pioneers hold a 27-24 lead with 3:04 left in the half. This is Crowley's Ridge Basketball on the Pioneer Digital Network.
Getting a flu shot helps us stay healthy, so we don't miss out on what matters. Like that family movie night your daughter can't live without. Yeah, can't do that. Every year, millions of people in the U.S. get the flu. Especially now, no one has time to miss out on moments that matter. So get your flu shot. Find out more at getmyflushot.org. Brought to you by the AMA, CDC, and the Ad Council.
If you love them enough to listen to them practice the same song on tuba,
Please be done.
over and over and over and over and over, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
Sounds good, honey.
Check today at nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
This is Trivia Woodruff. You listen to Crowley's Ridge Basketball on the Pioneer Digital Network.
Jayla Mcintosh with the basketball out of the timeout. Gives it down to Tara Blackbear to the top of the key to McIntosh. To her right side where she finds Jacobs. Jacobs goes into Hester. Hester back to Jacobs. Jacobs' three-pointer is nowhere close, and it's going to be rebounded by Madison Sellers. Sellers closely guarded. Tried to throw it off of the thigh of Jayla Mcintosh to go out of bounds, but McIntosh had the right angle and one on the other side. Tara Blackbear gets the hoop and the harm. Nakaya Edwards picks up the foul for the Lady Pioneers, and just like that, Blackbear with a chance to tie it back up. Tara Blackbear, a 75% free throw shooter, is the 5'3" freshman out of Watonga, Oklahoma. She will miss the free throw, but there's Jeremiah Hester, and it's going to go off of Hester's fingertips, and it's Crowley's Ridge ball. 2:40 left in the half. Lady Nears with a 1-point edge, 27-26. Travia Woodruff crosses midcourt, stands between the circles to the right side to Roughton. Roughton bounce pass to Edwards, back to Roughton. Roughton on the far wing, she'll drive into the paint now. Euro steps into the lane, misses the shot. Hester with a board. And going to the floor, it's Lindsey Browning and Madison Sellers, and so it's 5-on-3. And still fought for it. Madison Sellers rips it out of the hands of the Lady Warriors. And Sellers gets it to Travia Woodruff. 2 minutes left in the half, and the pass tries to get to Lindsey Browning, but it goes over the fingertips of the freshman out of Viola. Jayla Mcintosh at the top of the key, loses her dribble, finds Hester. Hester to the near wing, finding Ackley. Ackley will be the recipient of a foul off of Lindsey Browning. Browning jockeying for position, but whistle with a blocking foul. 27-26. The Warriors with the basketball underneath their own hoop. Fresh 20 on the timer. Double checking, making sure all is correct with the fouls and clocks. Referee forgot which team was which. Thought it might have been 2 shots, but no. That was only the 3rd personal foul in the quarter for the Lady Pioneers. Loose control was Hester, and Nakaya Edwards is going to go coast to coast with the left hand. She missed the shot. Had too much momentum going, but there to get the steal was Madison Sellers, and the layup by Lindsey Browning. Madison Sellers with a couple of big defensive stops, just ripping the ball out of the hands, and that is a charge. Lindsey Browning committed a foul on one end of the floor and then picks up a charge on the other end, and that is Jeremiah Hester's 4th personal foul. Subs coming in, and Hester will exit. As will Ackley. Madison Sellers inbounds as the Lady Pioneers lead it. Got to add some of Bacone's points again. It's 29-26. Claire Bellers in. Nakaya Edwards finding Lizzie Roughton. Missed the shot, but there to get the board was Lindsey Browning. Browning missed the shot. Offensive board by Roughton. Another second chance point, so we'll have a tie-up underneath. And it will be a jump ball. Crowley's Ridge keeps possession. Crowley's Ridge with the ball in the lead with 61 seconds to go before recess. The inbound goes to find Sellers, up, but no. We'll have a foul on the floor before the shot. That is on Jayla Mcintosh. So Madison Sellers will go to the line to shoot 2, being in the bonus. She made the shot, but she was fouled before she took the shot, but she still goes to shoot 2 in the bonus. She makes 1. 30-26. All 4 Lady Nears peel off into the backcourt. Sellers misses the second off the front iron, and the rebound coming down to Jayla Mcintosh. Last minute of play in the first half. Griffin with the ball, looking to the right side to McIntosh. Back to Griffin, floating down to Jacobs. And that's going to be stolen away. Claire Bellers has the steal. Bellers plants, shoots. Must have gotten a hand on it, did Griffin, but there to get the second chance, rebound, and points was Lindsey Browning. And it is now 32-26. 1 second separates shot and a game clock. Up top to Griffin. Griffin head fakes a 3, makes the man bite, and the shot is up and good. Here's Nakaya Edwards. Nakaya Edwards, 10 seconds left in the half, out to Claire Bellers. Bellers driving into the lane, shot is up, no good. Lindsey Browning tried to get the rebound. Here's Lindsey Browning, tried to fling it up, no good. And there is a foul on Roughton. That'll be a foul on Lizzie Roughton, trying to jockey for the basketball. And Roughton is going to pick up her second personal foul. So with 0.3 seconds, it's all academic, as that is inbounded, and we immediately head to the locker rooms with the Lady Pioneers leading now 32-28 at halftime. We'll take a pause. On the other side, halftime stats and analysis as the Lady Nears lead at 32-28. This is Crowley's Ridge Basketball on the Pioneer Digital Network.
My name is Grayson Taylor, and I am the campus minister at the Ridge Connection, which is the campus ministry on the campus of Crowley's Ridge College. College is a time that is possibly the most formative time in any person's life. It's where you find out who you might marry, figure out what you want to do with your life, and you figure out if your faith is legitimate, or you figure out if you believe in God at all. At the Ridge Connection, the campus ministry, we want to help you to find an authentic community of believers that is both encouraging and uplifting to you during your time in college. We hope that as you become more involved in our campus ministry, that you actually leave campus more like Jesus than you were when you walked in. We want to help you connect to God, connect to other people, and of course connect on the campus of CRC. So follow us on social media. You can find us on Facebook at The Ridge Connection. You can find us on Instagram at The Ridge Connect. We are so excited to see what God does through the Ridge Connection on the campus of Crowley's Ridge College.
This is Madison Sellers. You're listening to Crowley Ridge Basketball on the Pioneer Digital Network.
Halftime at the Ridge. Crowley's Ridge leading the Bacone Warriors 32-28. It was a slow start for Crowley's Ridge, finally coming back to take the lead. As we look at the team statistics, Pioneers shooting 11 of 38 from the floor, 28.9%. Bacone 12 of 34, making 35% of their attempted shots from deep. Crowley's Ridge 0 for 7, Bacone 2 for 14. From the charity stripe, Crowley's Ridge making a bunch of buckets down low, 10 of 16 from the free throw line. Bacone only attempting 3 free throws in the first half, making 2 of those. 9 turnovers for the red and black, 8 for the green and white. However, of those 9 turnovers, Crowley's Ridge converted for 13 points. Of Crowley's Ridge's 8 giveaways, it has only turned around for 2 points. Pioneers lead the rebounding 30-20, including 13 offensive boards, 8 assists for Crowley's Ridge, 7 for Bacone, 2 blocks for the red and black, 1 for the green and gray. 6 steals for Crowley's Ridge and 5 for Bacone. Individually, Madison Slinky leads the way for the Bacone Warriors. 9 points, and 2 rebounds. Jeremiah Hester has 6 points and 4 rebounds. Jayla Mcintosh, 4 points. Malia Jacobs, 3. Tara Blackbear and Zariah Griffin both with 2 points, as is Mackenzie Ackley. Janiyah McIntosh, the only player with no points for the Warriors. Lindsey Browning and Travia Woodruff share 10 points. 6 rebounds for Browning, 4 for Woodruff. Madison Sellers has 5 points and 10 rebounds. Lucy Roughton, 4 points. Nakaya Edwards, 2. And Claire Bellers has 1. Shamira Brown and Jamiria Johnson, both with minutes, but no points. That brings us to our halftime mark, about 10 minutes until we begin second half action. We'll take an extended break. This is Crowley's Ridge Basketball on the Pioneer Digital Network. You're listening to Crowley's Ridge College Pioneer Basketball on the Pioneer Digital Network. It is currently halftime at the Ridge. We will be back momentarily. You're listening to Crowley's Ridge College Pioneer Basketball on the Pioneer Digital Network. It is currently halftime at the Ridge. We will be back momentarily. Basketball on the Pioneer Digital Network. It is currently halftime at the Ridge. We will be back momentarily. Listening to Crowley's Ridge College Pioneer Basketball on the Pioneer Digital Network. It is currently halftime at the Ridge. We will be back momentarily. You're listening to Crowley's Ridge College Pioneer Basketball on the Pioneer Digital Network. It is currently halftime at the Ridge. We will be back momentarily. You're listening to Crowley's Ridge College Pioneer Basketball on the Pioneer Digital Network. It is currently halftime at the Ridge. We will be back momentarily. Listening to Crowley's Ridge College Pioneer Basketball on the Pioneer Digital Network. It is currently halftime at the Ridge. We will be back momentarily. Currently halftime at the Ridge. We will be back momentarily. Listening to Crowley's Ridge College Pioneer Basketball on the Pioneer Digital Network. It is currently halftime at the Ridge. We will be back momentarily. Listening to Crowley's Ridge College Pioneer Basketball on the Pioneer Digital Network. It is currently halftime at the Ridge. We will be back momentarily. You're listening to Crowley's Ridge College Pioneer Basketball on the Pioneer Digital Network. It is currently halftime at the Ridge. We will be back momentarily. You're listening to Crowley's Ridge College Pioneer Basketball on the Pioneer Digital Network. It is currently halftime at the Ridge. We will be back momentarily. You're listening to Crowley's Ridge College Pioneer Basketball on the Pioneer Digital Network. It is currently halftime at the Ridge. We will be back momentarily.
This is Jamiria Johnson. You're listening to Crowley's Ridge Basketball on the Pioneer Digital Network.
Second half underway here at the Ridge as the Warriors start things off and quickly getting a shot off with Slinky. She missed the three-pointer. So Crowley's Ridge with the basketball and a 32-28 lead. Travia Woodruff finds a cutting Lizzie Roughton, but it's going to be stolen away by, I believe that is Zariah Griffin. And now stolen again by Madison Sellers. So Sellers has been doing a good job when the Lady Pioneers give the ball away. She'll just steal it right back. Shamira Brown plants for three. No. And stepping on the sideline was Malia Jacobs. So it is Crowley's Ridge basketball. And the trailing ref ensuring that that was indeed Crowley's Ridge ball and that she wasn't pushed out, but no. Travia Woodruff will inbound the ball in front of her own hoop. Well, she'll try to inbound the ball in front of her own hoop, but no, it is a 5-second violation. Great defense put on by the Warriors. And it's right back to Bacone. Zariah Griffin takes the inbound. Outside, going to find Malia Jacobs. Jacobs at the top of the key to the right side to Griffin. Griffin to Slinky in front of the three-point line. Good. Long two-pointer to make it 32-30. Madison Sellers, she'll cross midcourt. Stutter steps, spins around, picks up her dribble to Lizzie Roughton. Her shot is no good. She got her own rebound, tries to fling up a shot going to the floor. No foul, but she'll take the points. As it is now 34-30. With Zariah Griffin maintaining the basketball. She'll look to her right side to McIntosh to Slinky. And that ball is going to be tipped off of the fingertips of the Lady Pioneers. So Jayla McIntosh is going to inbound, 17 on the shot clock for the Warriors. The inbound goes out to find Griffin. Griffin for three. And that's going to lodge. And that's a jump ball. Crowley's Ridge will take it. Who's going to want to jump and get it? One of our referees faked them out. They're pointing that there's a stick right there by Coach Mack. Crowley's Ridge Athletic Director Paul McFadden. Ball gets lodged, so it is a jump ball. And the arrow favors the Lady Pioneers. Lindsey Browning inbounds to Shamira Brown. Travia Woodruff. I'll get them right eventually. I should probably know my own players. It's only the last broadcast of the year. This is Shamira Brown with the basketball at the top of the key. She spins around, loses control of it. That's going to be taken by Zariah Griffin. Griffin up and around, missed the shot, and here is Lizzie Roughton. Roughton to Woodruff. Travia Woodruff moves to her left side, spinning off the defender, floating up, out. Rebound, coming down to find Malia Jacobs. On the other side is McIntosh. McIntosh bounce pass to Ackley, and Ackley's going to lay it in. 34-32. Full court press put on by McIntosh. Here's Shamira Brown. Brown shoots off the right block. No, Lindsey Browning with a rebound. Browning flings it up from her right pocket, and she goes to the floor. No foul. Usually when a player goes to the floor, it's either a charge or a foul, but yes, I just said she lost her footing. Here's a three-pointer from Ackley. That's short. Slinky getting the board. Slinky underneath, and the block helped Slinky. As that's going to tie the game, 34 all. 7:24 left to go in the third quarter. Here's Lindsey Browning underneath. Misses the shot, and the rebound goes to the Warriors. Warriors to lead the ball, the possession arrow. Griffin finding Slinky in the paint. That's going to be ripped out of the hands of Travia Woodruff, but Woodruff fouls. So that's Travia's first personal foul, and that will send Madison Slinky, 5'7" junior out of El Reno, Oklahoma. She is a 67% shooter from the charity stripe. That's off the back iron. One more to come from Slinky. On its way. Good. And with that, the Bacone Warriors take the lead back. 35-34. Lindsey Browning underneath. Browning off the right block, up and in. And just like that, Lady Nears back on top. 36-35, 6:50 in the penultimate quarter. Outside to Ackley. And that's going to be stolen by by Madison Sellers, rather. I need to pull up and see how many that is for Sellers. Well, she's only recorded as having 2 steals. I know she's had a lot more than that. Here's Lindsey Browning, up, under, good. Lindsey Browning makes it 38-35. Back-to-back buckets for the freshman, former Longhorn of Viola High School. Jayla Mcintosh will lose control of the ball. Crowley's Ridge basketball. Tara Blackbear re-enters. 5'3" freshman out of Watauga, Oklahoma. Travia Woodruff takes the inbound. Woodruff standing between the circles. Floats to Lindsey Browning. Bounce pass to Woodruff on the far wing. Woodruff back to Browning. Browning's going to muscle her way to the hoop. Show off the muscles, Lindsey. 40-35 as Lindsey Browning just cut through about all 5 defenders, it seemed. Flinging it out of bounds was the Warriors, and it's Crowley Ridge ball. So the Warriors started the second half well. In fact, came and took a lead. But it's been a tough going over the last 2-3 minutes. Jamiria Johnson will provide Lindsey Browning with a well-deserved rest. Travia Woodruff inbounds, and it's going to be stolen away by Mackenzie Ackley. Ackley splitting the defenders. Here's Blackbear. Blackbear to the left side to Slinky. Slinky tries to pass to McIntosh. McIntosh can't handle it. Out of bounds. Crowley's Ridge ball. Janiyah McIntosh will come in to replace Jayla McIntosh. So Jayla out, Janiyah in. Travia Woodruff crosses midcourt. Shamira Brown on the left wing. Lizzie Roughton at the top of the key for 3. Yes, sir. Lizzie Roughton draining the three-pointer, and it is now 43-35. Halfway through this third quarter, Slinky picks up her dribble, gets it to Griffin up between the circles. Griffin dribbles to her left. Now it goes down low. Back out to Black Bear to Griffin. Was open for three. Made Shamira Brown jump. Now looks to her right side to McIntosh. Miss. And Jameria Johnson gets the rebound. Here's Travia Woodruff. Woodruff plans from 10 feet. Yes. And Coach Phillips will take a timeout. Momentum going Crowley's Ridge's way. It is now a 10-point spread. Crowley's Ridge ahead 45-35. It'll be a 60-second timeout. We will take it with them. With 4:49 left in the third quarter, Crowley's Ridge ahead 45-35. This is Crowley's Ridge basketball on the Pioneer Digital Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived in Philadelphia. Local time is 3:05 p.m. and the temperature is 67 degrees. At this time, you are now free to use your cellular devices.
You know that feeling when you get to turn your phone on after the plane lands? You can have that feeling every time you drive. Make sure your cell phone is stowed away whenever you are behind the wheel.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
To buy your home, you became a house hunting ace, learned about loans, scoured neighborhoods, and asked the right questions. Now you're queen of your castle. If you manage that, you can get your retirement plan on track. Visiting aceyourretirement.org can help. With 401k tips and smart saving strategies, you will feel empowered to own your retirement like you own your home. Go to aceyourretirement.org. Because when it comes to clearing financial hurdles, you're an ace. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
This is Shamira Brown. You're listening to Crowley's Ridge basketball on the Pioneer Digital Network.
And off the inbound, Crowley's Ridge forces another turnover, and it's Crowley's Ridge ball. Both teams with 2 30-second timeouts and a 60 left. Mackenzie Ackley exits to be replaced by Malia Jacobs. Inbound to a cutting Lindsey Browning, who easily lays it in. 47-35, Crowley's Ridge maintains the edge. Here is Black Bear between the circles to Slinky. Slinky lost control of it, goes to the right side, back to Black Bear between the circles. Black Bear dribbles to her right side, now to Griffin. Griffin to the left to McIntosh. Janaya McIntosh, that is, to Slinky. Slinky goes down low to find Malia Jacobs, who easily lays it in. 47-37. Only one foul in this second half, or third quarter, that is. Travia Woodruff just past the timeline. She'll put it in play and lays it up and in by herself. 49-37. Crowley's Ridge leads. 3:53 left in the third quarter. Losing control of her dribble was Malia Jacobs. It's a takeaway. There's an alley-oop, we'll call it. And missing the shot was Travia Woodruff, but she gets her own rebound on the far side. She'll drift out to the near wing. Floats it down low to Lindsey Browning, lost control of it. Lizzie Roughton got tripped up. Lizzie Roughton easily tripped from up here. But instead, it's just going to be a turnover. So it is Bacone ball. At the inbound finds Jermani Hester. Hester just with into the game, only one foul to work with, which would leave only 2 Bacone Warriors left on the bench. Three-pointer on the way from Jacobs. Rattles out. Browning with the board. So much ado about nothing off that trip of Lizzie Roughton outside to Travia Woodruff. Woodruff going to Jameria Johnson. Up top to Lindsey Browning. Browning for 3. Yes, sir! You hear the crowd explode as Lindsey Browning gets her first career three-pointer. She's tried 9 other times, was unsuccessful on all of those. But Lindsey Browning gets her first career three-pointer to give her Lady Nears a 52-37 lead. Here's Nakaya Edwards cutting in and out of traffic, missed the shot, and the rebound is going to come away to the Warriors. Outside to Tara Blackbear for 3. It's going to rattle off the front iron. Jameria Johnson takes the rebound for the Lady Pioneers. Johnson up to 8 rebounds now. Quickly throwing it down the floor to Lindsey Browning, who's going to lay it in. It has been all Lindsey Browning, and she is up to 23 points. And that'll be enough to force a timeout. as that will be another timeout called by Coach Cooney Baker. 2:23 left in the third quarter. Pioneers lead it 54-37.
The possibility of lung cancer can be pretty scary, especially if you're one of approximately 8 million current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking, now start screening. For an easy quiz to see if you're eligible, visit SaveByTheScan.org. It could save your life. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
This is Lindsey Browning, and you're listening to Crowley's Ridge Basketball on the Pioneer Digital Network.
So with the three-pointer and then the layup on the other end, Lindsey Browning now ties her career high of 23 points. And she's still got a quarter and 2 minutes left to play. But more importantly, Lady Pioneers with the lead. The inbound finds Slinky for the Warriors. Off the right elbow, outside to Zariah Griffin. Griffin at the right elbow, plants and shoots. No. Jameria Johnson takes the rebound. Travia Woodruff for the basketball, finds an open Lindsey Browning, and it's a career high. 25 big ones for the freshman out of Viola. 56-37 is the score now. To the left side, here is Malia Jacobs, and her two-pointer is good. Lindsey Browning can't miss. Gets the bucket and one. And that is so far a team high. Lindsey Browning now up to 27 points with another chance. That is the most points that any Lady Pioneer has scored in a single game this season. She missed the layup. So a foul off the ball, and that's going to be called on Shamira Brown. Couple of substitutions coming in for the Warriors. The inbound's going to go and find Malia Jacobs. Jacobs throws it away. Crowley's Ridge basketball. Lizzie Roughton will sub in to replace Travia Woodruff. Minute 25 left to play in this third quarter. Lady Pioneers have exploded. It is now 58-39. Roughton to the left side to Nakaya Edwards. Back to Roughton. Spinning off the defender is Lindsey Browning, but that's going to be stolen by the Warriors. Madison Sellers nearly stole it away. It is, and we're going to have a scrum on the floor. Wild play going on. And finally, we'll have a foul called on the Warriors. So that was a crazy turn of events there. And finally, the scrum ends with Malia Jacobs picking up her third personal foul. Lizzie Roughton looks to inbound. Game getting physical. Here is Nakaya Edwards at the top of the key. Last minute of play in the third quarter. Edwards between the circles. Driving in, and she will charge. So Nakaya Edwards always goes 100%. And in this case, it was to her detriment. As she runs into her charge. And it is a foul. And now on the other side, another foul. Whew. Back and forth go the fouls. Hopefully we'll set up for a play eventually. This time it was whistled on Mackenzie Ackley, who gets her third. Maybe we'll get something going here. Lizzie Roughton inbounds to Nakaya Edwards. Edwards is going to cross midcourt. She stands at the top of the key. Cutting outside to Madison Sellers. Sellers from the left block, up and in. Madison Sellers two-pointer makes it 60-39 to Tara Blackbear. Blackbear, final 20 seconds of play in quarter number 3. Germani Hester with the ball. Hester drives in, puts up a shot, contested and good, 60-41. Inbound goes to Madison Sellers. Sellers crosses over. She wants to take it herself, and that will be a foul. Had to wait to decide who that was on. It is indeed on Bacone. Picked up on Jayla Mcintosh, her third. Nakaya Edwards is going to inbound. Bounce pass to Sellers. Final 3 seconds. Sellers flings up a shot. That is short, and that will do it for quarter number 3. 3 minutes in the books, or 3 quarters in the books, rather. 30 minutes. The Lady Pioneers lead at 60-41. We'll take a timeout on the other side. The final quarter of action. This is Crowley's Ridge Basketball on the Pioneer Digital Network.
What is dedication?
The thing that drives me every day as a dad is Dariana. We call him Day for short. Every day he's hungry for something, whether it's attention, affection, knowledge. And there's this huge responsibility in making sure that when he's no longer under my wing, that he's a good person. I want him to be able to sit back one day and go, we worked together, we did a good job.
That's dedication. Find out more at fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
Hi, it's Olivia Munn with my shelter pets, Frankie and Chance, reminding you that when you adopt a shelter pet, you discover all the things that make them unique. Adopt pure love at theshelterpetproject.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council, the Humane Society of the United States, and Maddie's Fund.
America, your children have an amazing superpower. They can help save lives by not having play dates. That's right. By replacing get-togethers with virtual playdates and video chats, they can help slow the evil spread of germs. And if your superheroes do go outside, make sure they continue their superhero wing by staying 6 feet away from others to protect everyone in America land. Find out more at coronavirus.gov. A message from the CDC and the Ad Council.
Bacone with the basketball to start our final quarter of play. Jayla Mcintosh goes back to Zariah Griffin. Up top to Tara Blackbear. Back to Mcintosh. Mcintosh to Blackbear. Around the horn to Griffin. Griffin's going to have that stolen by Lindsey Browning. There's Madison Sellers to Travia Woodruff. Woodruff on the near wing. Floats it down to Sellers. Sellers posts up. And that will be a foul on the floor. Foul called on Jayla Mcintosh, who picks up her 4th. So 2 Warriors in foul trouble. Germani Hester with 4, and now Jayla Mcintosh with 4. Travia Woodruff looks to inbound. She finds Nakaya Edwards. Edwards back to Woodruff. Woodruff for 3. Rattling out. Getting the rebound is Mackenzie Ackley. Ackley almost lost control of it, but instead she'll be fouled by Madison Sellers. Sellers, her 2nd personal. Still 60 to 41. Hosting Lady Pioneers, leading the Warriors of Bacone College. The inbound finds Mcintosh, who knocks down the jumper from the right elbow. Travia Woodruff sees the play call, crossing midcourt. Woodruff moves to her right side at the top of the key, down to Browning. Browning out to Nakaya Edwards. One-touch pass to Woodruff. Woodruff, 10 on the shot clock. Picks up a screen from Sellers, goes in by herself, and lays it in. 62-43 is the Lady Pioneer lead. Nearly stolen away. Instead, it'll be a foul on Nakaya Edwards. Nakaya picking up her 3rd foul. Inbound goes to find Mackenzie Ackley. Ackley at the free throw line, outside to Griffin. Griffin down low to Hester. Hester quickly triple team, but she'll walk with it. Travia Woodruff takes the inbound. Madison Sellers underneath. There's a foul on the floor. A foul will be on Mackenzie Ackley. Inbound, here is Lizzie Roughton, gonna lay it in. 64-43. Jaramonte Hester loses her dribble, but will have a foul first on Lizzie Roughton. Roughton gets her third. The inbound goes to find Mackenzie Ackley. Stolen away. Nakaya Edwards going to go coast to coast, lays it up and lays it in, 66-43. And the layup and in. Nakaya Edwards to Travia Woodruff. And that's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by the Warriors. 66-45, 7 minutes and 14 seconds left in the game. Travia Woodruff with the basketball. She inbounds to Lindsey Browning. That's up. Just missed it. With the basketball are the Warriors. The outlet pass finds Jayla Mcintosh to Slinky. Going outside to Zariah Griffin. Griffin back to Slinky from 15 feet. Yes. 66-47. To the left side to Nakaya Edwards. To Travia Woodruff and the Lady Pioneers. Look to let the clock melt off. Three-pointer on the way from Woodruff, rattling out. Rebounded by Jeremiah Hester. Hester turns around, finding McIntosh. To Griffin. Griffin at the free throw line. Back up top to Hester. Hester thought about the three-pointer, instead looks to the right side to Griffin, who takes the three. That's short. Rebound coming to Lizzie Roughton. To Lindsey Browning. Browning will heave it to try and pass it to Travia Woodruff. Will have a jump ball. Crowley's Ridge has the ball. Well, I thought they did. I didn't turn over my possession arrow. And it looks like Coach Phillips wants to take a timeout, and we'll take it with him. So, with 5:56 left in the game, Crowley's Ridge leads at 66-47. This is a full timeout. We'll take it. This is Crowley's Ridge basketball on the Pioneer Digital Network.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
want to get back to kissing the cheeks of my grandbabies, making Sunday dinner with a house full of family and lots of laughs.
COVID-19 has changed how we live and how we feel. But now, there are vaccines. They are the very first step that let us get back to what we miss most. It's okay to have questions.
Is it safe?
Should I wait? Now, get the facts. Visit getvaccineanswers.org so you can make an informed decision when vaccines are available to you. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Just over 4 minutes gone in the final quarter of play. It will be Bacone basketball. Lady Pioneers lead it 66-47. It was a slow start for the green and gray. We're finally taking it, and that is a travel. So right back to the Lady Pioneers goes the basketball. It'll be Travia Woodruff doing the honors underneath her own hoop. Woodruff's going to inbound. She'll find Lindsey Browning. Browning will bounce pass to Madison Sellers, but it's going to be stolen by Jayla Mcintosh. McIntosh bounce passes to Hester. Hester's blocked by Sellers. Heaving down the floor. Here's Travia Woodruff. She'll find Sellers. Sellers with a layup. Good. It is 68-47. And that's a foul. Inbound goes and finds Jayla Mcintosh. Full court press, man press by the Lady Pioneers, or woman press if you want to call it that. Slinky goes down low to find Hester, and Hester's going to be fouled. That is on Lizzie Roughton, who picks up her fourth. First free throw from Hester is good. Second free throw, also good. 68-49, 5:18 left to play. Travia Woodruff takes the inbound pass. Woodruff goes inside, now to Sellers. Sellers spinning off with the left hand, and good. Madison Sellers now up to, let's see, where is she up to? 9 points. Three-pointer coming, no good. Getting the rebound is Shamar. Oh, it was good, rather. A two-pointer was good, a putback. Lizzie Roughton tried to get the floater, no good. Here's Sellers. Madison Sellers posts up with the left hand, and that's good. Boy, Lindsey Browning had the hot hand for the third quarter, and now it's all Madison Sellers. Sellers up to 13 points. She has a double-double, as does Lindsey Browning. Bounce pass to Hester. Hester's shot is up. I think Sellers had a fingertip on it, but there's a hack and a hoop. Count the bucket for Madison Slinky. As that foul, I believe, if he indicated correctly, that was yes. That's Lizzie Roughton, and that is her fifth and final foul. No, it is her fourth. Here is Madison Slinky. First free throw, or the and one free throw is good. Somebody wants to take the inbound. It'll finally be Lindsey Browning. Browning finds Nakaya Edwards. Nakaya Edwards crosses the timeline, and we have a jump ball called. Possession arrow favored Crowley's Ridge. I forgot to change it over. My apologies. But it is Crowley's Ridge basketball after the jump ball. I'll remember to change possession this time. The inbound goes to Lindsey Browning. One-touch pass to Travia Woodruff, and Woodruff is fouled on her way to the hoop. A foul on Mackenzie Ackley, her fourth. 2 free throws upcoming for Travia Woodruff. Woodruff 6 for 8 today at the charity stripe. .69% free throw shooter. She'll miss the first. Currently 72-54. With one more free throw upcoming from Woodruff. On its way, and that's out. Slinky got the rebound. There's the pass to McIntosh. Her shot is short. Back to McIntosh. McIntosh looked down to find the three-point line and still was short. But her shot bounced off the rim and hit the shot clock, and that is dead ball zone. Crowley's Ridge ball. Inbound to Lindsey Browning. Here's Travia Woodruff. Woodruff's going to cross midcourt. Streaking down the floor. Had a hand on it from behind was Ackley. So possession will stay with Crowley's Ridge. Travia Woodruff will inbound to Lindsey Browning. Browning plants and shoots, just missed. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by the Pioneers. Browning currently at 27 points. Is 6 points away from tying CRC's single game record. She's 1 field goal away from tying CRC's single field goal record. To the outside, finding Ackley. Ackley's three-pointer off the back iron. Getting the board was McIntosh. Lost control of it, taken by Jamiria Johnson. Floating it down to Nakaya Edwards. Edwards can't control it. And it is now Warrior ball. Malia Jacobs returns for the Warriors. Bacone with 3:18 left in the game, trailed to the Pioneers, 72-54. Slinky lost control of it. Shamira Brown takes it. Brown will cross midcourt. She'll stop. She'll shoot. She missed. Jamiria Johnson with the board and the putback. Now 74-54. 20-point spread. Jamiria Johnson puts her Lady Pioneers a further lead. Her first points of the game. And Madison Sellers will replace Lindsey Browning. Leah Still takes off her warm-ups to ready to enter. Two-pointer is good for the Bacone Warriors. Travia Woodruff scans the defense and flings it over the head of Madison Sellers. Sellers standing at 5'11". That was still over her fingertips. Shamira Brown exits, replaced by Leah Still. Freshman out of Flippin, Arkansas. For former Flippin Bobcat. Jeramonte Hester is fouled on the floor by Still. And that's going to send Jeramonte Hester to the free throw line in the bonus. Free throw up, back iron, no good. One more to come. On its way. It is good. 74-57 is the Lady Pioneer lead. Coach Phillips telling his team, let's slow down. Let's let this last couple minutes tick off. Travia Woodruff takes a peek at the shot clock, sees there's plenty of time left. Spins around her defender, drives into the lane, outside to Leah Still, who pulls up for three. Rattling out, rebound coming to Slinky. Madison Slinky, 25 points. Outside to Hester. Hester plants, and that is a foul on Lindsey Browning. Or rather, Madison Sellers. Boy, Slinky has just been putting them up and in. 11 of 18 is the junior out of El Reno, Oklahoma. 25-point effort. Hester's first free throw is good after the foul on Madison Sellers, who's whistled with her fourth. Second free throw is good. 74-59. Nakaya Edwards takes the inbound. Nakaya Edwards between the circles. Stutter steps, crosses over, goes out to Travia Woodruff. Woodruff holds on to the ball, closely guarded, and she'll be fouled by Jayla Mcintosh. Mcintosh helping her opponent out. Mcintosh whistle with her second personal foul. Travia Woodruff inbounds to Leah Still. Still drives the baseline, loses control of it. And it because it was tipped out of her fingertips and it's out of bounds. So it's Crowley's Ridge ball, 96 seconds left to go. A much needed conference victory, 96 seconds away for the Lady Pioneers. Jameria Johnson underneath, posts up, and good. 74-59 are the Lady Pioneers ahead. To the outside to Hester. Hester plants on the near wing, finding McIntosh. Going back to Slinky. Her shot is no good. Jameria Johnson with the rebound. Johnson up to 11 boards now. Leah Still on the near wing. Still pulls up for three. Short. Taken down by Malia Jacobs. Jacobs outlets to McIntosh, who's going to lay it up, and good. 76-61. Final minute of play as Travia Woodruff has the ball, and Woodruff will be fouled. Woodruff fouled by Jayla Mcintosh, 5'5" sophomore out of Granada, Arizona. Her third personal foul, sending Travia Woodruff to the charity stripe. 54.8 seconds, rather. Lady Pioneers lead at 76-61. Travia Woodruff at the free throw line. First on its way, good. One more to come for the sophomore, former Nettleton Raider. On its way, and it as well is good. 78-61. And that will be a timeout called by the Warriors. 30-second timeout, and we will take it with her. 54.8 seconds left. 78-61 is the Lady Pioneer lead. This is Crowley's Ridge basketball on the Pioneer Digital Network.
What is dedication?
The thing that drives me every day as a dad is Dariana. We call him Day for short. Every day he's hungry for something, whether it's attention, affection, knowledge. And there's this huge responsibility in making sure that when he's no longer under my wing, that he's a good person. I want him to be able to sit back one day and go, we worked together, we did a good job.
That's dedication. Find out more at fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
This is Madison Sellers. You're listening to Crowley Ridge Basketball on the Pioneer Digital Network.
Well, we welcome you back. 58.4 seconds left to go in this game. Crowley's Ridge leads at 78-61. Michaela Ward in, as is Claire Bellers, for the final minute of play. The inbound goes to Slinky. Slinky on the far wing. Back and finds Malia Jacobs, and Jacobs will travel. So it'll be an inbound right in front of the Bacone bench. Claire Bellers will do the honors. She inbounds to find Travia Woodruff. About 20 seconds between shot and game clock. Out to Claire Bellers. Bellers for three. Rainmaker misses. Slinky with the board. Slinky now one rebound away from a double-double. Here's McIntosh. Bounce passes to her sister, McIntosh. That's off the mark. Here's Travia Woodruff. Woodruff goes to Michaela Ward, and that's out of play. Coach Phillips kind of gives a sigh of, y'all, it's 21 seconds left. Let's let the last 20 seconds go. Trying to get some points on the board at the very end. 21 seconds, shot clock is off. Into the lane goes Malia Jacobs. Her shots misses. Fighting for the rebound, and that's going to go to Jacobs herself. Jacobs for three, off the front iron. Jameria Johnson with the board, and Johnson is hugged. Johnson receives a hug from Malia Jacobs, and that is not allowed. And that is the 5th and final foul for the freshman out of Oneida, Wisconsin. She'll end her night with 7 points. Actually, no, that was her 4th. I had 4 on the board, but they showed an extra one on the scoreboard. It was her 4th. Maria Johnson 0 for 2 from the free throw line. Final 5 seconds of play for 3. On the far side, Jaramonte Hester for 3 misses, and the buzzer will sound for a Lady Pioneer victory. Desperately needed conference win for the Lady Pioneers, and they will take a 78-61 final score as the Lady Pioneers will improve to 11-13 overall. 4-5 in Continental Athletic Conference play. Bacone falls to 1-27, 0-9 in league play. We'll take a timeout. On the other side, post-game stats. Telling of the final score, Crowley's Ridge College defeats Bacone College 78-61. This is Crowley's Ridge Basketball, a Pioneer Digital Network.
To protect her home and family in a disaster, Karen was willing to wade through water, mud, and insurance paperwork.
Yeah, I can do this.
You go, Karen! By simply understanding and updating what her insurance covers and doesn't cover now, she'll be better prepared no matter when disaster strikes. Learn other simple ways to protect your home and family before a natural disaster at ready.gov. That's ready.gov. A message from FEMA and the Ad Council.
This is Coach Phillips. You're listening to Crowley's Ridge Basketball on the Pioneer Digital Network.
Okay, welcome back for the final time to the Carter Activity Center, our last basketball broadcast of this year. It's been a long and treacherous road, but we're glad that you've been with us for every shot and every dribble as the Lady Pioneers of Crowley's Ridge College take a victory over the Bacone Warriors, 78-61. As we look at the team stats, Crowley's Ridge shot 32 of 81 from the floor, 39.5%. Bacone, 25 of 67, 37%. Long range, Bacone attempted 25 three-pointers, connecting on just 2. Crowley's Ridge, 2 for 15. From the free throw line, Crowley's Ridge, 12 of 23. Bacone, 9 of 12. 25 turnovers for the Warriors, turning around for 28 points for Crowley's Ridge. 19 turnovers for the Green and Gray. 5 points off the turnover for the Warriors. Crowley's Ridge, 50 rebounds in the game. 40 for the Warriors. 21 offensive boards for Crowley's Ridge. 20 assists for the home team, 17 for the Tourists. 11 steals for Bacone, 14 for Crowley's Ridge. Individually, Madison Slinky led the Warriors with 25 points, a single rebound away from a double-double. Jaramonte Hester had 13 points. Malia Jacobs, 7. Jayla Mcintosh, 6. Mackenzie Ackley with 4. And Tara Blackbears, Araya Griffin, and Janiyah McIntosh each had 3. Crowley's Ridge, Lindsey Browning, most points of any Lady Pioneer this season, 27 with 11 rebounds. Travia Woodruff with a double-double, 18 points, 13 assists. She ties her own program record, 13 assists. She set it last year, and she'll tie it this year. So 13 times 2 is the program record for assists in a single game, 13 to go with her 18 points. Madison Sellers with a double-double. So 3 Lady Pioneers with double-doubles. Sellers, 13 points, 12 rebounds. Also with points, Lizzie Roughton had 11. Nakaya Edwards, Jameer Johnson both with 4. And Claire Bellers had 1 point. Jameer Johnson also in double digits with rebounding of 12. So again, this is the final broadcast for our men's and women's basketball team. We thank you for being with us the whole time. And as is usually the case for baseball and softball, your guess is as good as ours. Got a call, or a text rather, from Coach Jordan Malone, and tomorrow's softball games, due to a wet outfield, are canceled. So Hannibal LaGrange will not be playing tomorrow. Our next scheduled game, I emphasize scheduled, is Tuesday the 15th. Baseball hosting Lane. That is a first pitch at 12 p.m. Again, that may or may not happen. Keep an eye on crcpioneers.com. We'll keep you up to date on all of the latest activities. We thank you for joining us tonight. Until we see you again, good night and God bless.